Trash is often a numbers game. Millions of tons of waste is generated in Riverside County annually and buried at a handful of landfills. But those numbers can be reduced dramatically. One home, zero waste. A trio of recycling specialists will walk you through the history of the zero waste movement and some practical tips on how to incorporate zero waste into your daily routine. Kathleen will discuss the facts and figures of going zero waste. Tiffany will put those concepts into action with zero waste tips for shopping, in the kitchen, and bathroom. Natasha will show you how to go zero waste with your pets, in the laundry room, garden, and workplace. Let's get started.
Thank you for joining Riverside County Department of Waste Resources for the Zero Waste Home presentation. Zero waste has a few definitions, but the philosophy is the same: to reduce the waste that goes to landfills and incinerators to as little as possible. Zero is the goal. And to redesign products, packaging, and other items so that they can be reused or otherwise avoid the landfill. Credit for this definition is given to the San Ynez Band of Chumash Mission Indians. Zero waste means designing and managing products and processes to systematically avoid and eliminate the volume and toxicity of waste and materials. Conserve and recover all resources and not burn or bury them. This definition is from the National Recycling Coalition. The concept of zero waste is relatively new, but many of the principles started before the industrial and consumer-based society after World War II, where many plastic products were introduced with the promise of the convenience they provided, such as plastic film and more plastic single-use items. With regulations and changes in the 1970s, the understanding of recycling in the solid waste stream became more emphasized. However, recycling alone is not going to solve the waste issues we have in the world today. The importance of zero waste is not only that it will save landfill space, but allows us to shift the idea of waste to resources to create a circular economy. A circular economy is a term for an industrial economy that is producing no waste and pollution by design or intention. Materials circulate without being lost to the system, thereby forming a closed loop system. Definition of disposable is designed to be used once or only a limited number of times and then thrown away. The dominance of disposability began in the 60s, and the subtle shift to a new, cheap, and responsibility-free material of plastic, creating the throwaway society. Single-use items became the norm. Companies found that it was cheaper to produce a single-use plastic item versus the reusable items of the past, such as milk being delivered to your door in glass jars. However, this throwaway society has had consequences on our health and society that we are witnessing today. Zero waste hopes to move back to see the importance of reusable items that have longer lives. Sustainable practices such as going zero waste at home is actually beneficial for your workplace, as zero waste is essentially a waste reduction program. According to EPA, proactive organizations have seen the benefits of establishing a waste reduction program. Some of these benefits, as mentioned by the EPA, are the following: save money. Increasing recycling can cut your disposal costs and improve your bottom line. Knowledge is power. By understanding the amount and types of waste your organization produces, you're better positioned to find ways to reduce hauling costs and negotiate for waste and recycling services that actually fit your needs. Reduce greenhouse gas emissions. Waste prevention and recycling offer significant potential for reducing greenhouse gas emissions. Conserve resources. Reuse and recycling conserves natural resources, including trees, metals, and water. Developing zero waste habits is a gradual process. Start with actions that make sense for you and your family. Focus on what will motivate you and the others in your household, whether that be improving your health, saving money, or protecting the environment. Try different actions to find what works for you and build on your successes to keep slashing your trash bit by bit. To start a zero waste program at home, you need to analyze what you are putting in both the waste and recycling bins. The following slide will help with some information on the solid waste characterization for the state of California. What is waste? Waste studies have been done for many years. Loads of trash are dumped and isolated from other waste so they can separate, categorize, and weigh the waste. The data gathered is then used to develop recycling programs based on the largest percentages of waste, which will provide the most effective waste recycling. Looking at the chart, what are the largest waste streams? Organics contain green waste, food waste, inert construction and demolition debris, and paper. Zero waste is still a long time away, so landfills in California will need to exist and keep waste safe in the environment. However, we still need to recycle to conserve landfill space for the future and meet the mandates of the state of California for recycling. So what are organics? They are green waste from landscaping, tree trimmings, weed clearing, food waste, food soiled paper, napkins, paper towels, paper plates, food wrapping, etc. Textiles and agricultural waste, manure, etc. Inerts and other consist of concrete, rock, soil, construction demolition debris, roofing materials, wood waste, etc. Paper consists of mixed papers, white paper, cardboard, chipboard, newspapers, magazines, books, and telephone books. Glass consists of bottles and jars. Metal will be your metal cans and lids. Plastic consists of electronic housing, plastic around your TV, bottles, food containers, medical supplies, durable plastics such as toys and furniture, plastic film, including bags, wrapping, VHS tape, and etc., as well as plastic liners. HHW and electronics include pesticides, herbicides, cleaners, motor oil, and paint, as well as computer, iPads, and cell phones. The next step is to remember the 8 R's. Traditionally, we have been taught the 3 R's, reduce, reuse, and recycle. But with zero waste, we need to add another 5 R's, repair, refuse, regift, rot, and rethink. These will hopefully start us thinking about waste as resources. Refuse. So you ask yourself, do I need it? If not, then refuse it. Reduce. You ask yourself again, do you need it? If not, then refuse it. But if you decide that you do, go to a local thrift store to see if they might have a used item, or check with your friends. They might have the item that you can borrow. Reuse, which is donate or repurpose it. Look for a fix-it clinic or repairman that might be able to fix a broken item, like your vacuum or your toaster, or visit your local thrift store to see if they might have an item that you can buy. Repair and regift. When you are trying to decide if you should repair or replace an item, here are some things to think about. Products aren't breaking faster. There are some products that are lasting longer, such as computers. Avoiding a lemon. Do research on product quality prior to purchasing. Save money on repairs. Another way to save on repairs is to do them yourself. The prevalence of how-to videos on YouTube and other sites such as repairclinic.com make repairing even complicated appliances a much less formidable challenge. But if your product is under manufacturer's warranty, you'll need to use a factory authorized repair shop or risk voiding the warranty. Just make sure the technician who will be sent to your home has been properly trained on your product. No matter who does the repair, our long-standing advice remains, don't spend more than 50% of the cost of a new product on repairing an old one. And if an item has already broken down once before, replacement may make more sense. Warranties don't improve satisfaction. Recycle, which is sort it and send it on. If you do, please remember to recycle right and make sure you are placing items in the correct bin. Check with your waste hauler if you have any questions. Rot, which is compost. A small compost bin in the backyard can be set up and provide you with some great soil amendment. If you live in an apartment, you can also start a vermicomposting bin, which is composting with worms, that could be inside your home. The Riverside County Department of Waste Resources have classes available. Please visit our website, rcwaste.org. Rethink is redesigning our system, habits, and mindsets. This is a more long-term solution to zero waste, and if achieved, it creates the closed-loop system. Circular economy is an alternative to a traditional linear economy, make, use, dispose, in which we keep resources in use for as long as possible, extract the maximum value from them whilst in use, then recover and regenerate products and materials at the end of each service life. This is also called a closed-loop system. It is associated with zero waste because it plans to extract the maximum value of any resource from the production to the final ending, which hopefully will be able to circulate within the economy for many lives. This saves natural resources and disposal costs and landfill space. A circular economy is a systematic approach to economic development which is designed to benefit businesses, society, and the environment. This is in contrast to our current model, which is linear and operates as take, make, waste. A circular economy is regenerative by design. Resources aren't used up, but are kept in circulation and are eventually remade, repurposed, refitted, or recycled. This illustration is an excellent, simple summary of the linear, recycling, and circular economies. A large component of zero waste involves realizing that the creation of waste is often not necessary. There are many things that we can do as consumers to prevent waste. Buy products that have longer lifespans, avoiding disposable items. Buy products that have minimal packaging. Buy only what you need. Consuming less, you dispose of less waste. Buy products made from recycled material and products that can be recycled. We will now look at various areas of the home to provide some suggestions for zero waste ideas, including the kitchen, shopping, bathroom, laundry, garden, and workplace.
Next time you have paper towels on your grocery list and a pile of old clothes, consider cutting them to make reusable rags to replace paper towels. Or if you have some extra fabric and pieces of clothing, you can cut them up and make reusable cloth napkins. This will save you money and allow you to put some color on your kitchen table. To keep your food fresher for longer, make sure that they are in airtight containers. Instead of choosing plastic containers or purchasing extra containers, why not keep old food jars for storage? Or utilizing mason jars are a good way to keep your food fresh and be able to reuse the jar. There are some simple steps you can take to reduce your food waste. Shop your kitchen. Use up the food you already have before you buy more. Plan ahead, shop with meals in mind, and have a plan for everything you buy at the grocery store. Create an eat first section in your refrigerator and freeze what you can eat. Commit to eating all the food you buy. StopFoodWaste.org provides resources such as meal planning, fridge checks, and portion size that will help you to reduce the amount of food waste. If you still have food waste, consider a compost or vermicompost bin. Composting or vermicomposting classes are offered at Riverside County Department of Waste Resources, rcwaste.org/classes. Composting and vermicompost are wonderful sources of soil amendments for your own garden. The department also offers low-cost composting bins and vermicomposting bins. While the concept of going zero waste may seem daunting, it can be as easy and simple as bringing your own reusable bag or shopping at a local farmer's market. Making a few changes to your shopping habits can dramatically change the amount of waste you produce at home. Think of all of the packaging that some of your favorite foods are wrapped in. Many of these items are also available in bulk. So by opting to purchase products this way, you can avoid unnecessary packaging, including plastic and cardboard. And you can also save money at the same time. And don't forget the snacks. Snacks are often the biggest culprit of unnecessary waste, with all of the single serving packaging. Bring your own containers like large glass jars and other reusable containers to the store. The employees can tear the jar on the scale before filling with products, thus eliminating one more piece of plastic. Bringing your own reusable bags to the store is a big step for zero waste, but you can take it even further and also bring your own reusable produce bags. Skip the bag altogether for produce like bananas and avocados. Here's a tip. If you have trouble remembering to bring your reusable bags to the store, keep the bags in your car for convenience. To help combat the millions of tons of textile waste that get sent to the landfill each year, shop resale stores and donate when possible. When buying and selling secondhand goods, look to traditional thrift stores, consignment shops, and online marketplaces that can bring local buyers and sellers together. Some online sites to consider are OfferUp and Facebook Marketplace for general goods, ThreadUp, Poshmark, and The RealReal for clothes. And best of all, it's common to save up to 80% by buying secondhand. The RealReal has created a sustainability calculator that quantifies the impact of resale on the planet. By shopping local and in season, you are not only avoiding unnecessary mass-produced packaging, but you are also supporting the local economy. Shopping for produce that is in season means that produce did not travel hundreds of miles to end up in your grocery store. You can also choose to join a local food co-op or subscribe to a crop box, which will provide you with fresh, local produce straight from the vendor. This helps cut down on carbon emissions as well, which is a great bonus. The average American family of 4 throws out $1,600 a year in produce. This means about 40% of all food in this country goes to waste. One way to prevent food waste is to meal plan or use a shopping list at the grocery store. This helps prevent food waste because you only purchase the food that you need to make the set meals. Using a shopping list and meal planning will also save you time and money. If you have trouble remembering your shopping list, you can download free apps on your phone like AnyList or Our Groceries to help you remember what you need. Going zero waste in the bathroom is often overlooked, but there's a lot of simple and easy swaps and alternatives to the items you use every day. Place a recycle bin in your bathroom. While 7 out of 10 Americans say that they always or almost always recycle, only 1 in 5 consistently recycle bathroom items, according to a report commissioned by Johnson & Johnson. Placing a recycle bin in your bathroom will greatly increase the likeliness to recycle in the bathroom. Take a moment to think about your morning and night routine. If you use cotton balls twice a day, then that adds up to 730 a year. By switching to reusable cotton rounds, you are not only saving money, but you are also keeping unnecessary waste out of the landfill. Reusable cotton rounds are made up of cotton and can be thrown in the washer machine to be reused over and over. Switch to bar soap. Bar soap can not only replace body wash, but it can also take the place of shampoo and conditioner as well. These bar soaps have been around since World War II and are gaining popularity again. They are extremely concentrated and take the place of 3 containers from their plastic counterparts. Check your local farmer's market to see if they have bar soap for sale.
A green detergent is a great place to start when thinking about a zero-waste laundry process. You can make a DIY stain remover with vinegar, water, or baking soda. Using powder detergents or dissolvable stick detergents also limits your plastic packaging waste to a smaller and more manageable level. You can also ditch the fabric softener for vinegar to utilize one more item for multiple uses. When it comes to drying your clothes, here are a couple of ways to be more circular. Dryer sheets are not reusable, therefore choosing something more sustainable like a DIY reusable dryer sheet can be more cost-saving and environmentally friendly in the longer term. You can use old towels or t-shirts and place some liquid fabric softener on the cloth. Let the liquid fabric softener dry out before placing the item in your dryer. This can be more cost-saving and environmentally friendly. Make sure to dispose all of your green waste correctly by either placing the green waste in a green bin picked up by your waste hauler, used as an on-site mulch, or used as an on-site composting. If you have a thriving garden, feel free to share your excess produce to reduce waste and brighten someone's day. Local food banks and shelters accept produce from gardens. For information about contacts, reach out to our team for personalized coaching. Another option is sharing your excess produce with your friends, families, and coworkers. Don't forget about your furry friends. Here are a few tips to help zero waste your pets. Some of these tips include using compostable or biodegradable waste bags, buying food and cat litter in bulk, dishing extra packaging and making your own treats at home, tossing out extra seeds in your garden to feed the local birds, and making toys yourself out of old clothes. Going zero waste at home is an amazing first step. It involves plastic-free shopping and purchasing reusable and unpackaged supplies. Going zero waste becomes a part of your life and even personality. This eventually leads you to thinking about getting these habits to your cubicle and workplace. The transition of your workplace to sustainable practices isn't as difficult as you think, and it's something that can have easy benefits like cost savings. If you are used to bringing your coffee or tea on the go, then invest in a non-plastic reusable car cup. That way you can still brew at home or even brew at work. For tea lovers, using a plastic-free and loose-leaf tea strainer is a great option. And for coffee lovers, using a stainless steel French press is the way to go. You can also use a coffee maker and a reusable coffee filter. Zero-waste tea and coffee practices do not end there. Make sure to compost any leftover grounds and tea leaves. Meal prepping your own lunch and snacks to the workplace in a reusable container not only reduces waste but also saves thousands of dollars. This also results in a packaging waste reduction. If you want to save money in packaging waste, then we advise you to bring a healthy and homemade lunch in a reusable container. When working on projects or meetings, using email services and electronic apps can help reduce paper use. If you work in a company where you need to present everything on paper, then printing documents on both sides of the paper is a great way to go. Also, offering to share documents in a team setting is a great way to reduce waste. When it comes to office supplies, think twice about your stash. Filling a drawer with lots of pens, markers, and highlighters can easily get dried out if they aren't used daily. Instead of using a pen, you can use pencils and also colored pencils. Keep only what you need for your office supplies and place any excess items in a bin to share with your coworkers and team. Keeping one cloth napkin in the place of tissues is also a great way to reduce waste. Thank you for joining the Riverside County Department of Waste Resources for the Zero Waste Home class. We hope you learned a lot about zero waste in your day-to-day lives. Riverside County Department of Waste Resources is encouraging all residents to take part in our Zero Waste e-Pledge. You can pledge to go total zero waste, or you can pledge to reduce waste in certain parts of your life. Here are some pledges from local Riverside residents. For more information about upcoming classes and resources, visit our website rcwaste.org and follow us on social media.